Tanking this season in Marvel Rivals is literally the hardest it's ever been. I feel like every time I play a tank, which is majority of the time, it is just such a drag, and I can't quite pinpoint if a me issue, if it's a board issue, or if it's a DPS issue, or if it's just like the same thing that's been happening in Marvel Rivals for the last forever. Is that the opposing team, they're coordinated and they all have great communication somehow, and all their ults are like lined up and in sync, and the team that I'm on isn't. But I know it's not like to that extent, but usually I queue up with three in total. So me, my girlfriend, my brother, and you know, there are some games we do really well, but there is like this, even if it's quick match, we get matched with three usually just absolutely dog shit teammates. That's just like, that's it. Usually the teammates are choosing Mr. Fantastic, they're choosing Spider-Man, Widow because they think they're funny, or they're playing a dive character that takes a lot of skill, and they are just garbage. That's just like, that's it. They're not good at the game, and they get put on our team. And I try not to get frustrated with quick match, but it's so frustrating that this game is now this far in, over a year old. What is it, like a year and 2 months old? There are still so many people who queue up who are not good at this game. Whether they're new players or they are older players that are just coming in to try and ruin somebody else's day, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that still this is one of the most toxic video games ever, and I don't even think it's close. I mean, I've myself come from other competitive scenes. I don't play this game competitively. I play it with like a passion to win and be good. But like the toxicity level, not even just like just the toxicity level is through the roof. When you queue up in rank and you're literally queuing up in ranked to play as a team. But I'd say more than 50% of the people that queue up in ranked not queuing up to play as a team. They're queuing up to quote unquote have fun, aka go in and make your life as miserable as possible for those 10-20 minutes that you're going to be in that match with them. I just don't get it anymore. I don't get it. And this season has been one of the roughest so far playing the role of tank. And it makes me not want to play tank anymore. Let me show you. I have Lord with every tank. I don't have like a crazy holographic one because of course you're going to have to put in so many, like 100 plus hours on each character. I don't know what it is now after that update, but Lord with every tank. And take pride in the way I've approached this game. The way I've approached it is I've set myself up to learn all these characters, because that's what in fighting games you kind of want to do. Not hero shooters, fighting games. That's where I come from. Mortal Kombat scene. In the past, you like to dab into all the characters to learn their ins and outs, their weaknesses, their strengths, how to fight them, because when you die in this game and you're getting your ass beat, you're learning what the character's weakness is. At least if you are on a good team. If you're on a bad team, you're not going to learn the weaknesses because your team's just bad and you're just dying all the time. But this is how I've approached it. I'm still not Lord with Deadpool yet. I don't know. I think I'm like at 16 or 17 hours, so I'm pretty close. But yeah, I know how to play all of them. And this season, I feel like none of them help my team. I don't know if like it's people now just don't give a crap about tank, and they don't know how to hold the front. They don't know how to, you know, absorb all that damage, peel back to your healers just a little bit, heal up, keep the cart moving, or to defend, you know, stay right next to the cart, preferably like right in front of it or right on the back side of it. I feel like my positioning's usually pretty good. Usually, sometimes I get out of position, I get too crazy, but no, this season, just like no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, I feel like I have zero impact on tank. And I don't know if some of you tank players have this issue, but that's what I'm going through every day playing this game. It's almost making me not want to play it, because I queue into the game and my brain automatically is in me. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play tank, and I'm fine with it because I've played this role the whole span of the game. But you know, I've dabbled into some DPS. I have some lords here. That's my second most played role, the healer. You know, I'm not the best healer. I can be if I apply myself to it, but I think my skill set more is attuned to tank.
Pick me, please.
But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because and what you're feeling this season, because I've seen it in some chats, I've seen it in some videos, I've seen some videos out there where people are kind of feeling the same, like there's almost like no incentive to play tank anymore. Like the lack of team ups, like tank team ups. I've seen, like, you know, when people miss the Strange and Hulk team up. Was it Psylocke? Psylocke gave Emma and Magneto a team up. I think that was one once, but I think they should have one where it's just them two. Or like the Cap and Thor team up. Remember that one? That one was cool. It wasn't like the best, but it gave Cap like that bonus damage and the electricity. That was really cool. But there needs to be more like tank team ups that make you think. Like the Rogue one's really good with Gambit, but you know, I think there's that problem in ranked where you get to higher elo, whether it's on console or PC, that Gambit is going to get banned. And there goes the Rogue team up, and her team up is it's fairly decent with Gambit. The Angela Thor one's okay. It's okay. It's not the best. I think the Penny and Venom one was not that great from what I remember, because it was like season 0 or whatever it was. But also that one wasn't like, oh my god, I need to play that. Yeah, they need to get more creative with these tanks. Not in design. I think they're all designed pretty good, but in team ups. There needs to be something that makes people want to play, because it's hard solo tanking. I'm solo tanking majority of the time, and I know a lot of you are too. Even when I'm solo tanking with Mag, and Mag is my most played character, this last 2 weeks or however long the season's been with Deadpool, it feels like eternity already, that I do nothing with Mag. I have no impact. I'm just going out there and dying, like almost instantly. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. I really don't. And you know, from a lot of feedback from that you see, like on X, on Twitter, and some on Reddit, and some on YouTube, where people are like, healers are too strong. And I don't know if this is a difference between console and PC, but man, my healers are always dead. My poor healers are always dead because the opposing DPS or even tanks are just lights out, man. The skill gap between those two sets, and the people that we're rolling with, so the 2 extra people that are filling usually those slots on the team that I'm on, another tank, usually not though, or there's usually 2 extra DPS, they're not good. Their target priority and their game knowledge, their game sense, IQ, non-existent. Over there shooting a tank that's getting healed by somebody else the whole match, instead of trying to off angle just slightly. Like, here's what I mean. Let me show you guys. Who's a good example? I guess Johnny Storm.
I got a
Trying to think of who I get the most on my team, like throwing DPS. I guess Spider-Man, yes. Wanda is the throw pick. Even though I have Lord with her, she's literally, she doesn't do enough damage. With Strange, okay, but the team up isn't like permanent thing. let's try to say like just Psylocke. I never get Psylocke on my team. But you know, Psylocke are supposed to rely on the health packs. If your team is here
Here they come now.
and you're playing as Psylocke, your main goal should not be to be like, oh, I'm gonna be, you know, right here. No, you. This is ideally, it's okay. Your main goal should be, let me just go right here and let me get them from right here. Slight off angle. If I need to, boom, my healers are right here. As easy as that. Instead, you know, you get Psylocks who are like all the way, you know, not even in sight, basically. They'll be like this. Look, get Psylocks on our team. They're doing this. What are you doing? That took me how long?
Here they come now.
That was like 8 seconds. What is that gonna do? Get up here. If your healers and your tanks, they're all right here within 30 and 15 meters, so 15 meters from each other, and you off angle just a little bit, watch. Boom.
Step aside.
Back to your team. And that's just like a little example of a better choice when you're DPS. What to do. A slightly better choice in your angling. Instead, get people who are just... I don't even know what my divers are doing half the time when they're... Because I'll get Black Panthers and Magics and Spider-Mans. Like, what the hell are you guys actually doing back there? Besides dying. If you have... Here's another example. If you have the whole squad, the enemy team, grouped up, and one DPS off angles, and you are a diver, and you're going into the 5 instead of trying to kill the 1, you are throwing the game. That is the easiest decision you can make. Somebody slightly peeled to the side. They're off doing their own thing. You know, maybe there's still like a dash away with Psylocke. But if you go and disrupt their flow for a second, or get them to panic, and disrupt the rhythm on what they're trying to do, it's going to help the team. Instead, the team that I'm on, we're always staggered. From start to finish, it feels like staggered. Yeah. As much as I want to say the most important role is healer, because I think as tank, you have a little bit of flexibility to be offensive and be defensive. DPS is probably the most important role, and the DPS that play like crap are the ones that are making tanking harder. Because as tanks, we're getting up there, we're doing a little bit of damage, we're getting them below 50% health, we're getting them to one shot, and where the hell are our DPS at? Go over here like this.
To be a superhero, gotta be an optimist.
Not knowing how to play Hawkeye, but the opposing Hawkeye is in the damn Olympics. Are you kidding me? Let it charge to 100. Hit a headshot.
Not so funny now.
Wait a second. Then they said they're like... Let it charge. Shoot.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Yeah, it's been
Heads
the
up,
hardest
bad
season
guys.
to tank, and I miss feeling like I have an impact on my team because, man, I love this game. I have a deep passion for it. I love the design. I love the art style. I love all the characters. But yeah, the role I play, it makes me want to play healer or even DPS sometimes, but then when you go DPS, here's the problem. Because I'm very flexible in this game, I can definitely flex the role. I'm flexing and I go DPS and some random or randoms are going to go tank, a majority of the time they don't know how to play the role and are going and pushing way far in the back line, going 1 versus 6, and then we're automatically staggered instead of picking and choosing your fights. And
Heads up,
I
back
think
guys.
this community will never ever have that, where the IQ of your teammates is analyzing everything on the battlefield. And I think, you know, my competitive nature coming from fighting games is you're analyzing as the fight's going on. It's quick paced. This game is quick. Happens quick. Things happen quick. You need to make decisions quick. You need to always look at your cooldowns. You need to know when you're going to use your ult and how you're going to utilize it, how you're going to help your team. But most people aren't thinking that way. They're just thinking about me. It's me and other people that I don't care about, and I don't care if we win or lose. But then majority of the time the other team is a stack of people that queued up, sometimes even randomly, that are just thinking the way that I described, of they want to win and they will do what it takes. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this tank thing.
We got
I
company.
hope it clears up maybe after the month of Deadpool's over and we get Elsa Bloodstone, that tanking will be easier. I just hope so, because I want to have fun playing this again. Because I don't want to go back to Fortnite. That would be a sad day, having to play Fortnite over this permanently again. Yeah. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know how tanking's going for you. I want to know if I'm going crazy or not. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Twitch. Streaming on Twitch again. I used to a lot in the past, but you can catch me there. Twitch.tv/Maircos, MAIIRCOS. Trying to do more streaming. Streaming more with my girlfriend and her brother. We're doing like the collab stream. So if you ever got time, come hang out with us. And, you know, let me know if I'm doing something wrong. I'm more open to learning new things and bettering my gameplay. Even though I think I'm pretty good at this game, I know I have room for improvement. So yeah, come check us out. Have a good one.